Hello everyone, Stephanie here. I would like to share with you today some of the sketches that I have done over the years. This is something that Livingston has always professed, that if you have a creative bent, that you shouldn't hide it, but share it with the world. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I'd like to show you some sketches that I've done. This one was a depiction of, I think it's supposed to be like Mary Magdalene being very sad about the crucifixion of Jesus. And some flowers that I had done freehand. I had done this as far as trying to do a perspective and to get angles and shadows done just right on like a barn door. This was one of those coloring books that someone had given me, and I had colored in all of the tulips on it because I really like the saying that's on this. One is nearer God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth, and I think that's so true. Going on to the next thing, I have this hurricane lamp that I drew because I do, just like Livingston, love light versus dark, and I thought that a glowing hurricane lamp with a candle burning in it was kind of neat. And then I have this Italian dinner table scene that I've done. In addition to these, I have a mini art gallery in my hall. Let me show you. Starting with this is the typical bowl of fruit that I think everybody tries to draw as far as still life sketches. And then moving down the hall, I have a nice breakfast table set with coffee and a croissant. I decided to try to draw my guitar, and I kind of did something weird. I made the strings by the bridge area bowed out, so it's kind of like you're looking at the guitar through a magnifying glass. Then there's an oak tree that I did, and that took hours and hours of the detailed sketching of all those tiny little oak leaves on it. I also happen to love the beach, and this is my palm tree by the ocean with some waves and seashells and beautiful sun shining on the water. And it kind of makes you want to go and dig your toes in the sand with that sketch, huh? And then this was our dog Capone. He was a yellow lab, and he posed for me, but he moved before I had a chance to finish his feet. But one thing is interesting, you look at the dog's eyes, and no matter which direction I move in my hallway as I'm going past his drawing, his eyes follow you. That's how well I sketched the dog's eyes. And then on the other side of the hallway, let's flip around quick, there we go. This is a sketch that my son drew when he was in elementary school. I believe he was about 8 years old. And just, I'm gonna close up there, look at the detail of all the flower petals in that painting. And it's getting pretty yellow with age, but I still keep it hung up because I'm very proud of my son's abilities. He takes after mom. This is more of my son's artwork. This was a hemlock branch that he sketched for the fun of it. And this one is probably the most awesome as far as the details. It's a pencil sketch he did when he was only about 11 years old. And my husband and I recognized his drawing abilities, so we persuaded him to go to trade school. He took up computer-aided drafting. He's now an engineering tech in the drafting department for Pratt & Whitney, which is pretty amazing. And he never had to interview for the job. They came to his community college, saw his portfolio of engineering drawings, and begged my son to come work for them. So he's been with them now for about 15 years, 20, maybe 20 years. Anyway, in addition, pardon my hand, I want to show you one last sketch, and this one is from my grandson. My grandson sketched this little robot in the Mother's Day card he gave me this year along with his little brother. And he is on the spectrum. Yeah, Stephen's on the spectrum. And this is his obsession, is robots, stories about robots, drawing pictures of robots. I'm thinking he can take the autism and his obsession and turn it into a career down the road. I mean, let's face it, that's what Livingston did. He's got a fantastic career in music, because music was the thing that God showed him would be his gift. And he's made a career out of that, and he makes thousands of his fans so happy with the music he makes, including myself. So anyway, that's a little overview of one of my other creative outlets. I hope you enjoyed it. Everyone have a nice day, and God bless.